Hello guys, what is up? It is Ro here, bringing you guys some more, more gameplay, more gun game gameplay. And today, you're gonna be seeing the first ever, custom made end screen that I personally did. I hope this is gonna be in the works, because this is what I've always wanted, and this is what I'm gonna ask for. So this is what I'm gonna do. For every single video, you're going to see me, um, do a new we're gonna be importing some music in it. I'm planning on doing that. I'm also currently right now in gun game, as you can see. This is before, like I said, this is old footage. I get it. Right now, as you see, I am managing to, how can I put it, use, custom stuff, eventually I will go back to Adobe Premiere. However, I'm gonna have to take some time on that, figure out a way on to do that. So, Madden Mobile, then Call of Duty, then Madden Mobile. It's gonna have to be, it's gonna be hard, but, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to, figure everything out. So for the end screen, I'm gonna let you guys know on this one that it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of work considering that. I never thought about doing it this way because it's like one of the most favorite things that I've ever done so far. Making an end screen is the most important thing, especially if you want something customized. Also, I'm going to be putting up my social media on board. I have a Twitter, a Snapchat, and an Instagram. And my four favorite teams. And I'm a true, and I'm saying this right now, I am a true, a full true, um, uh, Bostonian. As you probably know throughout the series, as you can see, we won decisively with first place. So basically, if you don't know, um, I am a Bostonian. I grew up in Boston, in the Boston area. I like the Boston Celtics. I like doing the Patriots. I like the Boston Red Sox and the Boston Bruins. For this, I'm gonna explain this for a reason. I have seen one baseball game, and that's practically it. And the Boston Red Sox during that time were extremely well. Back in 2013, when I was in third grade, they won the World Series, which by far is an accomplishment for us. And for the Boston Bruins, they won their Stanley Cup back in 2011 or 2012, and I was first or second grade. That was also an accomplishment. For the Boston Celtics, they won in 2008. Now, I was 4 back then, so I wouldn't really know. But for the New England Patriots, they won Super Bowl 49, which I saw. Then they won Super Bowl 51, which I was in here. So, with that 20-3 comeback. So, that's something you can know. Another thing is about me being a Bostonian is that I feel for um like especially for me coming up from like a area full of true Bostonians who like the New England Patriots and stuff like that. I'm very happy for the New England Patriots. I will always be a New England Patriots fan, regardless of the fact that we lost Tom Brady. I'm a Tom Brady fan. I'm a New England Patriots fan. But that does not mean, okay, that I'm going to jump on the bandwagon like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thing is, I don't like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because, well, I just don't like them. That's all I can say. Also, it's the second gun game, and yeah, I just got wrecked. But with me being a Bostonian and coming up, like learning some of this stuff, like how to be, I'm not a true Texan because I don't like Texas. Well, I like their education system. Don't get me wrong. And sorry if I'm mispronouncing words. My bad, but I don't think how can I put it, like, in perspective, I don't want to be that kind of person where, like that one person where I don't care about, like, other teams. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm, like, every single fan in Boston, except for the New England Revolution. I'm not a big soccer fan. The thing is that I support every single rivalry. The New England Patriots don't really have a big rivalry except for the Indianapolis Colts back in the 2010s. Well, it's been there for a while. And even after the 2002 realignment for the Colts, for bet for the Red Sox, we have a rivalry with the Yankees, and it's like a god tier rivalry because we're like one of the best when it comes at it. So yeah, we compete with them. We fight till we win with that 3-0 deficit back in during the 2004 ALCS, before we went on to the World Series, before we swept I think the St. Louis Cardinals. We were truly a good team, and we did our thing against the Yankees. We got revenge in a 3-0 deficit. That's the only time it happened ever in MLB. But for the Boston Bruins, in the 2000s, like in the 2010s, we only won one Stanley Cup out of 3. That sucks because we faced off against the Chicago Blackhawks. We lost in 6 games. We faced off against the St. Louis Blues. We lost in 7 games. Now we might win the Stanley Cup based on best record for what's happening. And it sucks, really, because we didn't even compete for the postseason, so it's really scary. And anyway, I am a true, like, now for the Celtics, they were dominant in the 60s with the Bill Russell era. Then they were dominant with the Larry Bird era. Then, for a short time, they were dominant with the Big Three, Kevin Garnett, Larry Allen, and Paul Pierce. Now they're just trying to find a way to mold, like a new dynasty. I guess if you would call it with Gordon Hayward. They used to have Isaiah Thomas, but they traded. They used to have Kyrie Irving, but he left for the Nets. Now with Kemba Walker, Like, there's so many other players I forgot, but the only reason I know those two is because Kemba Walker was a Charlotte Hornet and used to play for the Yukon Huskies. And Gordon Hayward was part of the Jazz. He has his history with injuries, but we're making do with it. So, in the scenarios of everything what's happening, I don't know what's going to happen. So, but we're doing our thing. And so far, like, my man, like, guys, I have to tell you this. For the MLB, we are doing everything. Like, the way that we have been doing, like, so far, has been nuts. Like, I'm saying nuts for the MLB because they're saying, like, multiple double headers if they are allowed to play. But I think they could just shorten the season, like 162 games divided by 2, that could be 81. That's okay. That's okay. But, like, at the end of the day, it's up to their decision. In the NFL, they expanded their playoffs from 12 games to 14. Sorry for that voice crack. 14 games. So, now, there is now a, place where there could be 4, well, it really just depends. So, there's now a 7th seed, which, in my opinion, is ridiculous, because I don't think they should have that. I think they should have, like, in a scenario where if the last wild card spot is tied, they should, and I hope they do this because it would bring back something to MLB. I love it. I love when the MLB does this. I think they should bring back tiebreaker games. And if you don't know where tiebreaker games are, they're basically, I will explain that in the next video. But tiebreaker games are essentially in MLB to, like, decide for a wild card spot or, like, a division title. Let's put it that way. Okay, they're one of the most important, like, the MLB, like, in the MLB. It used to be the NBA and NFL, but in the NHL, it came so close twice. Literally so close twice that it really depends on the points. What it should mean, for me, it should matter in my opinion, since we have that third wildcard spot, is that it should matter on how many games back, so that way if the team catches up, it can matter. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are legends of my book. As for me, I will see y'all in the next one, and peace.